Welcome to part 4 series of this particular video. Now in this particular video we are going to see how we can add additional master 3 to the existing running Kubernetes cluster. In previous video we have seen master 1 and master 2. Two master would be available in the cluster and we bootstrap the cluster. Bootstrap means we set up the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, and we know that how to use multiple masters and workers combined together in order to do bootstrapping. Means whenever you are creating a cluster and if you have multiple masters are available and multiple workers are available, what are the steps involved in order to create your cluster if you have multiple masters? Now in today's discussion we are actually going to add this third master to the existing running cluster. Now, if you remember, whenever we are creating a cluster, we are executed the kubeadm command on master. And once he finished everything, he gave me the join commands. If you remember, I do have that join command output would be saved in the notepad. So this execution is actually happen on master 1. Okay, that is the first master, and he gave me this particular, and from this output we are actually picking up this particular command to add my master number 2 while creating the cluster. Correct? Now after executing this command on master 2, my master 2 is also the part of the cluster. Now imagine my cluster is working fine for a couple of months. Now I would like to add one more master 3 inside your existing cluster. Imagine I have this particular command output saved fortunately, or you can say second condition would be you don't have it. Even if you have it, and if I copy paste this particular command to the master, it won't work. The reason is very clear, because the token and certificate key, okay, these tokens and certificates which are generated at the time of cluster creation, these are valid only for a couple of hours. Okay, this is valid for a couple of hours. After that, these certificate and tokens are invalid. So even if I save this particular output somewhere, if I get this particular copy command like this, if I try to execute on the top of master 3, it won't. Correct? So our today's agenda is very clear, that we are planning to understand how to add another master or any worker, not just a master, any worker. How do I do that? Because here there is another command for join worker. Now even I told you this worker command is not going to help you because the token is invalid. Correct? So here in this video we would like to understand how to print this token again with the new certificate and no new token. That is something we are supposed to understand. Plus we will come to know that how we are going to add the another master inside your running cluster. Correct? So if I minimize this page and I will go to my master 1 at this moment of time. First of all, as per my previous video, okay, part number 3, my Kubernetes cluster is running absolutely fine at this moment of time. You can see, okay, kubectl get pods -o wide. You would be able to see this pod was already running last time. -n cube -system I would like to see the control plane plot. Everything seems to be working correct. Now I have introduced master number 3 over here. Okay. So master number 3 virtual machine. Technically, I just added one more virtual machine into my VMware workstation. So this machine is ready. It does have the same exact configuration which is actually available for all the masters. Bare minimum. Correct? CentOS 7 point is installed over here. Basic configuration which we have discussed. SE Linux is disabled. Firewall should be disabled. Swipe say should be disabled. Networking should be properly. Name resolution should be properly maintained. So whatever prerequisites are available to set up your cluster, that has to be configured over here. Correct? So networking should be done properly, name resolution should be done, proper name should be set up over here. Everything has to be configured over here. Correct? Just to confirm it, I will open the session for my master 3 over here, which is 7 number. So I just want to log in as a root user over here. Okay, I will just change some appearance settings over here for better visibility. Okay, so you can see my master 3 is absolutely running fine over here. So if I check if config on master 3, IP address would be properly set up over here. If I go ahead and say ping master hyphen 3, it is resolving his own name. Just for configuration, it is resolving other names also. That means if I go ahead and say etc/host file, it's already populated. I will add the same entry to other master as well as worker also if I would like to maintain the similar configuration. Okay. My name resolution is done already. My host name is already set up over here. So if I execute hostname command, this is my host name which is already available. If you would like to set up that, there is a command called as hostname ctl set hyphen hostname master hyphen 3. Okay, if you execute this particular command, you would be able to see master 3 over there. Correct? So I have set up the IP address is properly set up. If config, this is the IP address. Okay, host name, this is also properly set up and this is unique. Name resolution is happening, that is also clear. Get enforce to check my SE Linux, it's disabled. Free command to check the swipe space is also disabled. Systemctl status firewall D, your firewall is also disabled. Exact identical setting whatever we have done in our previous masters, we are also going to repeat the same setting over here also. Okay, because this particular machine would act like a master number 3. So whatever necessary configuration which we have done previously, we are once again repeating it over here. Correct? So I will once again open the documentation with respect to creating the cluster. So the first thing what I need to install it, it's a container runtime. So I will scroll down a little bit and I would like to set up this kernel parameter to my master 3. Okay, after that I would like to go ahead and apply this to my master 3. correct? Then I would like to install it with the help of Docker documentation over here. So I would once again go back to CentOS. I will go ahead and follow the exact identical steps. I will go ahead and copy the first command over here, minimize it, but I am doing it on master number 3. That is something which you have to take care, because the similar command which we have already repeated when we are creating the cluster, correct? So I am going to add my repository over here. So I would go ahead and say copy. Okay, sorry, I will minimize it. Okay, and here I just want to install yum install containerd dot io minus y. So this was the package name. It will get install it over here. Okay, it will get installed it. Then we are going back to the previous documentation, and we would like to generate default configuration file for your containerd. So this is the command. Don't take this full stop in the command. I will go ahead and let him install it. It will take a couple of more minutes. Okay, there it will generate the file. We will open this particular default configuration file over here. Go to the line number 127, and we would like to change this value to true. Exact identical setting, because we have to prepare our server with all the necessary prerequisite. After that, what we have done, systemctl start containerd, systemctl enable container. Okay, systemctl status container. Okay, it seems to be working fine. So my first installation of containerd and configuration of the containerd is done. Then I will go back to installation of deployment tool. We are using a kubeadm, and we are going to install the kubeadm over here. We have done all the prerequisites already. We have discussed this pointer already while we are setting up the previous video. So if you would like to go ahead and check what are the things which we have done it, you can refer my previous video there. Now I would like to go for Red Hat based distribution. Directly I will go to this command where I am going to add the Kubernetes repository to my master 3. Then I am supposed to install kubectl, kubeadm and kubelet on master. Okay, it will take a couple of 1 minute actually. The final command which we are supposed to execute it, enable the kubelet. Okay, I told you kubelet will not start until and unless it is going to start your Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so we are supposed to go ahead and check it. Okay, it's almost there. Okay, so all the necessary installations are done. This is the last command which we are supposed to execute, correct? So whatever prerequisite which we need to follow to become this particular machine as a master is already done. Correct? I said, okay, no problem. Then, then I need to go back to my master one because I want to regenerate that print command one more time. Okay, I would like to regenerate the print command one more time. So I told you kubeadm is a command line utility which you can use in order to manage your cluster. So here if I execute a command called as kubeadm hyphen hyphen help. If I execute hyphen hyphen help option, multiple options are getting over there. Correct? Multiple options are available and you can see the interesting option, the one which we are interested, that we would like to generate a token. Okay, so here if I execute the command kubeadm token hyphen hyphen help, you would be able to see there is an option called as create a bootstrap token for a server. Correct? We are supposed to go ahead and create a bootstrap token. But if I would like to create a bootstrap token, if I say create hyphen hyphen help option, what arguments are required over here? These arguments are required. The certificate key is required over there. Correct? Okay, that is most important part of it. And this is the option which we require, print a joined command. Okay, but where should I get the certificate key? Okay, now here we have another command from where we can generate this certificate key. Now look at the command kubeadm init phase. Now init phase, this is also a command available. Here you can say upload hyphen search hyphen hyphen upload hyphen search. Okay, if I execute this particular command, you would be able to see I will get one certificate key over here. Now, if you remember last time when we are doing our third video, when we are actually doing bootstrapping, that time I am using the word called as upload certs. Okay, that means whatever certification or whatever Kubernetes is generating, it will store it into a secret inside your Kubernetes. So I got the certificate here. Okay, so if I would like to generate the command right now, so I would say kubeadm token create. So it's asking for the certificate key. Now I have the certificate key available with me. This is my certificate key. Correct? And then I should use this argument called as print join command. Okay? Print join command, that is something which we are going to execute. So you can see once again I will got this kubeadm join command. Okay, I will open up the notepad file over here. Okay, so this is the command which I got it. Okay, so I will not visible completely, but this is the entire command. Now if I remove the control plane and if I delete entire certificate key, okay, if I only execute kubeadm join command till this is the token or join command for worker actually. If I remove from this entire command line, if I go ahead, this is my joined command. Okay, from this control plane and certificate key, if I remove this, whatever command is remaining is actually, that is the command for your worker to join. Correct? But here, I would like to go ahead and execute this particular join command on a master. So I will copy paste as it is. I would like to go to my master number 3. Okay, this master, I will clear the screen and I got the command from my existing master. I will take it, I will put it into the master 3 and I will press enter. Okay, now it will take few more minutes in order to join the cluster. So it will once again going to do the exact same procedure which we have done it into master number 2 in our previous video. Okay, so wait for a couple of minutes more. You would be able to see this master will also going to join into your existing cluster. So here what we have seen, cluster is running. How to print or how to generate the new print command to either join the worker or either join your particular master. Okay, now here I could add also the argument code as API advertise address is equal to the IP address of this machine. I haven't mentioned it over here, but in our previous video I mentioned it over there. But this machine only have, I told you that is optional because this machine do have only one network interface. So I really don't need to bother about that. So you can see etcd client caller. It is just done successfully. So I would go ahead and execute this one. These are my configuration file and I am successfully, if I say kubectl get nodes -o wide, I would be able to wait for some time because it is in a not ready at this moment of time. I would say kubectl nodes -o wide cube, cube hyphen sorry, minus n cube hyphen. I would like to check, is there anything pending? Yes, Calico is still pending. That is the reason why it is saying not ready. Give us a moment. The moment Calico will go into the running and ready phase, it would be good to go. So we are successfully added my master number 3 to the existing running cluster. Now the same process, exact identical process, you are supposed to follow in a production environment also. No difference, stepwise everything has to be identical. You would be able to see there are 3 API server, 3 master for etcd. Okay, there are 3 scheduler, 3 control manager, exactly working fine. So if I go ahead now, you can see the status. Your third control plane is in ready state right, correct? So I'm successfully added my master number 3 to my existing cluster. Simple, correct? Now there is one more addition which I would like to do it in the load balancer mode actually, because the load balancer was only configured for 2 masters actually. So here we would like to open the etc ha proxy. Okay, ha proxy.cfg. I just want to go down at the bottom. Okay, so I would say okay, I would go ahead and provide this is master 3. Okay, and the IP address of this master 3 is a 7. That's it. You just need to save this entry into your load balancer and you should say systemctl restart ha proxy. Okay, you would be able to make sure that your HA proxy got that configuration available and you should be able to add that entry, restart your HA proxy, and you are good to go. So this is very interesting technique which everybody should know, because in a production environment everything is running. Okay, so you will get a chance that how do I add a master, how do I add a worker, correct? So at the time of bootstrapping the cluster, it's okay, but how to add while it existed or while it's running, that is also important. That is the reason I have added this video for your reference, correct? I hope you understand the concept. If you feel anything you don't understand, put it into the comment box. I will rather give you the answer in the form of another video, or right away I will answer in a comment section. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care.